Hey, I'm Kev Kim. Welcome back to Automobilista Tours once again. We're heading to Silverstone as part of the Silverstone DLC, which got released recently for this game. And this time we'll be in the Formula V10 last time, or Formula V12, should I say. Last time we were in the Formula V10, the Gen 1, which got also released alongside the Silverstone DLC. Big update. I have tried out the 1970 cars. Let me just show them off for you. They are vintage too, I believe. Yeah. So I have tried out the Brabham BT26A and the Lotus Type 49C. Still rubbish at changing gears. I thought I'd try out the Formula Retro cars as well. See if they're a bit better. So I've tried out the Brabham BT44, but still having the same problem with the upshifts, basically. The downshifts are alright. It's just the upshifts. Just getting those all synced. I actually have to be good at driving. Not for me. So we're in the Formula V10 instead. As you can see, 700 horsepower. We know what this car is based on. It's on the 1995 Ferrari. That roaring V12 in the back. The last V12 in F1 as well in 1996, I think it was. Before it became a V10. And again, same sense. We do have weather slots back up to 2. We're gonna trust you with one more slot. Okay, Automobilista 2. I think we can anyway. As we've got 25 opponents, so a bit more. Still got 95% level though, 50% aggression. So the first lap again could be a bit random, but then after that should hopefully set onto a good rhythm and should be matching our opponent's pace. And you may have seen cut warnings as well in my previous video. That's because I got cut warnings set to 5 before I get a drive through, and as you can see we've got all the penalties and rules and everything as well. But we're racing around modern Silverstone, so 18 turns, 3.66 miles long, with, I still call it the new section, but it came out a decade ago now. You know, the section with the Silverstone wing, with Abbey going right instead of left, and we head through farm, village, Aintree, the loop, and the Wellington Straight as well, before Brooklynton head through Luffield and kind of rejoin the older circuit from 2001. As you can see, the Wellington Straight was actually there beforehand, but it was part of, I think it was the national circuit, and still is, but now as you can see, it's kind of linked up in the major circuit now. As you can see, actually, Brooklyn's a bit tighter, actually. Don't know. As you can see, there actually was a turn to go right as well before, and as you can see, part of the Stowe circuit, I think that is, around Silverstone. They have talked about adding more layouts as well, Reza, for some of these tracks. I'll be interested to see if they had, because as you can see for Silverstone, we got 2001, 91, 75. We thought Interlagos, because we've only got the modern layout and the 76 layout. If they had in like the 80s layout or early 90s, you know, the layout that basically center, you know, one round, like, that would be pretty cool. But we do have like the kart layouts as well, which is pretty nice for Interlagos too. And as you can see, they've got official logo and everything. But anyway, where were we? Silverstone, weren't we? Here we go. Modern layout. 10 laps. Let's get cracking. So I'm already hating that I chose more opponents as we start in 23rd as we get underway. That's right, look at our opponent on our outside. Osenfeld. The cracking start. Look at him go! Cracking start. Must be like near the top 20 as... Once again, trying to take advantage on his opening lap. Got absolutely pinned there, didn't I? We're up to 17. We will take that. Bit dodgy there. Heading into the loop. Here we go. Remember, outside line is strong. But not when he trusts the grip on the opening lap with green tyres. So once again, ignore the potential. In the bottom left, I have no idea why it says 104. We are not in, what's an X-Bull X, Red Bull X 2010 or something. Like, we're not in that. Like, we'll be, in practice, we've done a high 142, which is in time trial. So, that's what we're probably aiming for in this race. Maybe a low 142. Oh, car in the steering a bit. So maybe, oh, hello. Got to back out there. Skating on the ball of the tyres there. Just chuck the car into Albion Farm, into it. Phase out, break yourself into village and then into the loop where you just got to be patient. Through Aintree onto the Wellington Straight. We're breaking into Brooklands, late apex. Car's surprisingly stable on the brakes as well as we go through Luffield. Just got to be patient through it. And then flat out through Woodcote. And now Cops. I'm taking this a gear down in fifth with a slight down with the brakes, but I'll probably take that a bit quicker. And not understeer right. Then Maggots and Beckett's flat out in the first part, slight lift in the second. Bit too much curb. Oh, hello. Get a bit sideways heading into Chapel as well. It's down the Hanger Straight and then Stowe. Fortunately, don't have the late braking chops into there. As you see the way, and head towards Felden Club. Reprofiled. This update from a decade ago. Much tighter than it used to be. Not as curvy or flowing, unfortunately. Oh, we got this. Tightly now the apex, see? What, no penalty for cutting? It's alright. It's down to 90. I have no idea how we didn't fully spin that. As the car is understeering much more than it did in time trial. Annoyingly. We'll get on the car nice and hard. So once again, understeer massively wide. Hey, we're just taking a normal line. I have no idea how that is track limits. So we're good through Maggots as we head into Beckett's. Really get to know the Hussenfeld car. Nice ring you got there. I've got a similar one. As they are trying to make the move on the fake Jordan, where we just took their move away. So back up to 18, first down to the fourth. I was hoping to get into the old school point system, top 6, but not quite that quick, unfortunately. Could definitely aim for a top 15 though. Man, these cars are a good workout round it. Like, just like with the original Automobilista, you still have to be careful on the throttle, especially the accelerating, get out the corners. It's not as tough to drive though as an Automobilista. I think I've got a feeling of why these cars feel easier to drive into rather than the original Automobilista. Now, this is coming from someone who hasn't really played Project Cars. It feels like something to do with the tyre model. I'm wondering if it's something that's carried over from Project Cars, which Reese have just not been able to get rid of yet. It's just that feeling of being on the limit with the tyre. Like, as I said that previously, when I was driving a Formula V10, this feels like there's no limit in that car. Keep your hands on the wheel. But at least with, was it the V10 Gen 1? Sorry, the Gen 2 I said there was no limit. At least with the Gen 1 there is a really good limit. And that's why I like the Gen 1 car, because I kind of know my place when driving that car. Like, it gives me feedback of, well, you went over the limit there, son. What are you trying to do? And so I know where my standing with the car, really. I don't have that feeling with most of the cars at the moment. My Mr. 2 is, oh, come on. Are you kidding? I put in one more slot and it's spitting it. Never trust British weather. What can I say? Automobilista 2 as I've gone wide there. All I need you to do is go cloudy, not rain on me, alright? Well, there goes our top 15 chance, so we'll just be battling not to finish last now. It's, oh my god, it's tipping it. Let's say it. So yeah, with this kind of general feeling, it just seems like the car's just easier to drive. Let's look at me just lead it through maggots and beckets. Try and catch up. And that's slightly disappointing in general with Automobilista. That's the common occurrence I'm finding with all the cars I'm driving, or most of the cars I'm driving. There's that though. Bit less brake. So we're going side by side. Come here, Fate Jordan. Oh my god, look at it sweeping! It's like this past week in England. We've had like flash floods, along with a heat wave. Seems like we're experiencing both at the same time here in this race. As you see the rain light. Oh, way too much brake. Seems like someone messed up in front. Oh my god, look at the track! Get the spray out. I think I'm on the circuit. We're okay. Well, the second half of this race is going to be very different to the first, isn't it? It's all round the outside of the Fate Jordan. I don't have the grip. I do not have the grip. Oh, I've been mugged. See, now we're feeling a bit of an edge, a bit of a limit in the wet. Oh god, we're heading over here apparently. But it's mainly from the water. Oh my god. It feels like we're floating a bit. So Fate Jordan's very slow. Oh, Fate Jordan. Fate Jordan. Give it up, mate. Hang on, we're 7th. Oh god, we should have pitted, shouldn't we? Okay, we're pitting at the end of this lap. I wonder if one of the cars that passed us are on wet tyres then. I underneath? Because I'm not sure if that's kilometers per hour or miles per hour. Alright, give us wet tyres then. I like how we've got just a void in front of us. Oh my god, we've got repairs as well. What are you doing repairs for? Get me out there. Now we are finishing last. Oh wow, the pit crew just disappears in front. So there we go, last 4 laps. Let's try and not do what we did at Hockenheimring with the stock car and actually be a bit quick on the wet tyres to our car. So at least you can see where we're going now. Like visually this is stunning, like you would expect on the Madness engine. I'm not sure how realistic it is, but I'm sure people would actually know how to drive in the wet and stuff will let me know, but let's see what we can do then. Our V12, as we are last. I told you we're going to be last. At least it's not raining now. There you go, no, we haven't even run to freaking Scotland and back through Potts. Go through Maggots and Beckett. Seems like we do have all speed. Comparable to 25th. Now I'm not sure if our opponents have super traction. That tends to be the singing racing games because they have assists on compared to you, I believe. At least that's what happened in, I think it's like Codemasters games, like the F1 games. Like they have assists on and you can run not to. But it seems like it's quicker not to run with assists, so they're like a bit of a disadvantage compared to them. So we got Rainmaster Kev coming out for the seat. Got my first laps in the wet on this car. The only other times I've done wet laps is in that slot car, so surprised we're catching, to be honest. Just let them know I'm there. Oh, we're channeling our inner Lacey here. He's pretty handy in your wet. Got his last F1 podium at Spa 98, if I remember correctly, in East Albert. Good old John. One of my favourite drivers growing up. You never knew which of Lacey would turn up though, unfortunately. It's either brilliant or mischievous, shall we say. And after 98 you saw mostly mischievous Sean, so apart from his last season, he was actually decent in his last season with Prost and Jordan. So 2 laps to go. Come on, our quest not to be last. We've got a train of cars here as well. Oh, I knew I would do that eventually. As I say, we're under 2 minutes. See, they're getting to a room as well on their tyres. Oh no, locked up. So it's going to be a bit quicker now, unfortunately for me. Oh. But in general, I am enjoying this V12 car. Like, it does have the same kind of oval characteristics, I would say. It's just missing that feel they had in Automobilista, which, as I said, it seems to be a pretty common occurrence in Automobilista 2, unfortunately. So lots of work for Rita to do to get this game sim where we want it to be up from good to, you know, very good or excellent, like the original Automobilista. But let's just concentrate for this lap in a bit. Catch up to 25th. As I'm liking the Silverstones as well. Like the Silverstone, like I've played it on iRacing now on R-Factor 2. It also has an official version. Both of them do. F1 games as well. Like, this is pretty cool. The Silverstone version. Oh, Race Room. It's in Race Room, isn't it? This? Or was that the old one? I forget. I played one of the versions on Race Room as well, though. Many moons ago. Let's head on to the final lap. Crest not to finish last. Oh, a bit of a slow lap. Not being successful at the moment. We just got to carry the speed a bit more into the back stretch it. So quick in this section in comparison. Got a bit too much sausage though. Oh, hello. See, I'm able to manage that pretty well in the wet here. But I wouldn't feel that in the dry. Like, probably wouldn't have that in the dry. Oh, that's a nice diffuser. Look, even that in the wet is like, ah! A bit like that. It's all a bit wide. You can interpret that sound whatever you like, you know? For me, it's scary. On the edge. That's, oh, carry too much speed through Beckett. Come on, through Chapel. No. Come on, car. Why? I was about to yeet it into freaking Stowe, get my full send on. But unfortunately, like Tears in Rain, stamps disappear as well with it, so we found our crest not to be last. But hey, we're a bit better in the wet in the Formula V12 than we are in the stock cars, so. And I was saying the stock cars on 100% compared to 95. That's annoying. So yeah, again, we'll probably just keep it to one setting for next time rather than have two slots for weather, because they like bringing the rain as Automobilista too. I know I don't mind it too much. If I wanted rain, I would have set it for rain, to be honest. I wanted it to just go a bit cloudy. I didn't want it to skip a few stages and just be like this. Have stormy weather. But I hope you enjoyed some more Silverstone action from Automobilista 2. As I said, this version of Silverstone is pretty nice. As is 75. Probably show off, what was it, 91 and 2001. I'll probably show off 91 next, because that's the one I've driven the least in any game. I don't even remember 91, because I was like 2 then. I don't remember watching the Grand Prix back then, so yeah, that's going to be an interesting experience trying that circuit. Now, that's when they started to add in this section, had in a kind of Luffield, and kind of Brooklyn section as well. So yeah, it's where they started adding a bit more chicanes and just extend the track and slow it down a bit. As I said, my last Silverstone video, like Katie Rosberg did a lap that averaged 160 miles per hour around it on the old version. So yeah, they start to slow it down a bit for safety and extend it a bit as well. Extend the circuit there. Everyone's just going round. Okay, screw you, pit though. So as you saw, that times were up from around like a minute to minute, I think minute 15, I think it was, minute 20. Because they still had the Abbey kink until like mid-90s. But yeah, we'll try out Silverstone 91. I might try out something different than a Formula car though. And I haven't tried out the era Formula cars from like the Gen 3 cars, I think. Because you got late 80s, early 90s car, but you got to make sure turbos are normally aspirated, as the Gorak complained of. I'm surprised I didn't do that in the race. We almost did on the final lap, didn't we? But that's why you probably don't keep it in first gear for too long in these conditions. But yeah, I'll show off 91 and then 2001. Again, it might be a different combo because there's so many different vehicles in this game to try out in Automobilista 2. So yeah, definitely practice a few and see what I'll come up with for next time. But thanks for watching, and I will see you then. Come on, cops fly out. We can do this. Almost.